First of all, I admire your honesty to give testimony against somebody you love. We all witnessed an extraordinary thing. Of course, you didn't have to give that testimony. While it's true you were under oath, you also enjoy a privilege as the defendant's spouse to not give evidence against him.
Well, as I said, I didn't plan to, but once I took the stand, I felt that I'd effectively waived that privilege. So.
I guess the other conclusion would be that perhaps you really did want to testify against him. Did you?
You know I didn't.
Ms. Prentice, have you undergone any psychiatric treatment of late for a personality disorder?
I've never been diagnosed with any personality disorder.
That wasn't my question. I asked whether you've been treated recently for one.
My medical history is private, but I will repeat that I've never been diagnosed with a personality disorder.
Would you consider yourself to be a violent person, Ms. Prentice?
No.
Have you ever been violent?
Well, I'm sure everyone's lost his or her temper, but...
Ever lost yours with a knife? Am I being too vague? Have you ever lost your temper with a knife with your 9-year-old daughter?
No.
No. Gee, for someone with such a strong obligation to tell the truth under oath, that answer surprises me. Did you not threaten your 9-year-old daughter with a knife after she spilled grape juice on your new living room carpet?
I snapped at her while I had a knife in my hand.
Wasn't it more like you were watching television, she spilled the juice, you flew into a rage, went into the kitchen, returned with paper towels and the knife, and threatened her? Wasn't it more like that?
I never threatened her with a knife.
A few minutes ago in that witness room, you indicated to me that you had now reached the conclusion that your husband had resumed his affair with Ms. Goulet, did you not?
Yes.
In truth, you reached that conclusion a week before the murder when Ms. Goulet told you the affair was back on, right? This time, you picked up the knife and threatened your husband.
No.
You told him you would kill him, didn't you?
No.
Then you said you'd think of something even better than killing him, didn't you, Phoebe?
No.
You testified that Robert took a sleeping pill that night. Did he unknowingly take 2 or 3 extra, maybe in his wine?
That's ridiculous.
You were driving the car that pulled into Miss Goulet's driveway that night, and you gave her the injection that killed her, knowing full well the police would suspect him. Your Honor, this is...
Sit down, Mr. Betts.
And you didn't just frame him and bury him at trial. You added the indignity of having an old boyfriend be part of the equation. One might find that to be a little sick.
You know, he is the sick one. And he has concocted this fantastic tale to get away with murder.
You don't look well, Phoebe. You're diabetic. How do you get your insulin?
Injections.